Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am very happy to be putting together a look with Natasha Denona's newest eyeshadow palette, the Mini Eye Sculpt. Let me go ahead and swatch it for you. And my plan today is to put two eye looks together. I have some comparison palettes. So we have the darkest to the lightest. And then here is the cream. We'll get to the comparisons at the end because I want to get this on my eyes. I've had this for a few days and it's time. I'm going to use my Profusion Firm Blending Eyeshadow Brush. This is the ES2. And I'm going to start right here with this middle shade, which just looks to be the perfect neutral mid-tone shade. Natasha is one of my very favorite formulas. Her mattes are just so easy to work with. Now I'll take the small pointed eyeshadow ES6 from Profusion, and I'm just going to build the outer corner up a little bit. I'm going to go one shade deeper, and I'm going to start placing that right here and just deepening my crease with it. Liking. Now I'm going to take it one step further and go into this darkest shade, which of course you could use as a liner. Get that. Go back into the Profusion, the larger Profusion, and just blend. Of course you can go into this shade right here and use that right above. That looks gorgeous, just to make them all seamlessly fade out. You know what I'm going to do with this one. I'm going to go right in that inner corner. This is an AOA E113. It's a nice flat brush. I'm just going to place this right in the inner lid. Ooh, it's got some nice pigment. I'm going to build it up just a little bit. Then I just wiped off that brush and I'm going to go back into that medium tone. And I'm just going to pat to sort of marry the light into the dark. Very good. Now I'll take this Morphe A19. It's a double-ended brush. I'll take this side and I'm going to start with the mid-tone. Oh, wrong eye. You'd think I'd be used to doing two eye looks. Then I'm going to take some of this darker. Into the black and go just on the outermost edge. Liner and mascara, and I'll be back with completed look number one. I'm back. Here is completed look number one. I just added some of my Pat McGrath pencil liner that I'm testing out this month. I have my Sephora collection Love the Lift mascara on the top, and of course my e.l.f. lash extender on the bottom. Most of what I have on my face is Sephora collection or Natasha. I will have everything listed and linked in the description box below. Some are affiliate links, so if you choose to shop through those links, I make a small commission, and I thank you so much because it supports my channel. Now we'll move on to look number two. I'm in the mood for a smoky eye. I'm going to look absolutely crazy today. I also forgot to mention that my eyes are primed. I use my Ulta Beauty Matte Veil Primer, my favorite. So I'm going to go back to this AOA brush. This is the E113. Make sure I've cleaned it off. And I'm going to go right into this black. And I'm going to pray for no fallout. So I'm just going to start building this up on the lid. But it does seem to be building up quickly and nicely, not taking it too high. So next I'll go in with the Profusion ES6, and I'm going to go into that next shade, and I'm just going to start building up the crease, just going back and forth deep into the crease. I'm going to take a little bit of that same shade and go right over the black. Yes, that's coming together very nicely. Look at that richness. that happens with the layering of the black and the brown. Ooh, I love that. Back to the small pointed. Just build. A little higher, a little higher. I do like to go out on the outer corner a little bit for added lift. And that's the beauty of a palette like this. Moving up to each color is just going to give you that really nice blend. It's going to make it look even more seamless. This is just makeup therapy. I'm loving it. I'm going to go into a fluffier brush. This is my Blending Bestie from MOTD. And I'm going to start going even higher. I'm going to go into that really light color because I went a little too dark right here, and this can be my magic eraser. I'll go back into that Profusion, into that middle shade, and just pull that crease up a little higher once again. Now what I'll do is go back into that Pat McGrath liner that I used on the other eye. I'm going to take this across the lid very tightly, and I'll do the same thing on the bottom. I'm going to be a little sloppy with it. So we're going to blend it out. Go back into that Morphe A19, and I'm going to start with the black. And then I'm just going to lighten it as I build downward. Give that sort of smoky blown out effect. I'll take another small brush. This is my JennDBeauty E05. Go into that next shade, and I think you get what I'm doing. I'm just gonna go down 1, 2, 3 maybe shades. Maybe I'll go to this one, and that'll be the last one. Just so it looks a little more blown out, and I love to go pretty low. Liking. Go ahead and add mascara, and I'll be right back. Now, of course, I want to take some of this lightest shade and put it in my inner corner. So I'll take this itty bitty JennDBeauty E05, go into that cream, and just pull that around. And I see no fallout on this eye. Wow. So now for the comparisons. The most obvious to me is going to be the e.l.f. I Love You a Latte. I'm going to go ahead and swatch this one. Here is the e.l.f. A little less pigmented. The other one that I of course thought of was the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes. This Master Matte is the original, and I think it's too warm, so I would choose the neutrals to compare it to. And it definitely matches in shades, but I will say I do prefer Natasha's formula over Makeup by Mario. His are just a little bit kind of dustier on the arm. I still love this palette. And then my ultimate matte palette is going to be the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 3. This is the one that Natasha would be going up against because I adore this palette. Here are the 3 center cooler mattes. Of course, I have to include his creamy white shade. And then here are the same 4 shades for Natasha. The darkest to the lightest. The Patrick Ta has a little bit more pigment. And then for the blacks, we've got Patrick Ta and Natasha. Again, the Patrick Ta is a little more pigmented. That doesn't mean that it's better though. Now, of course, I will need to play with this palette a little bit more, but first impressions, I think it's beautiful. Right now, I don't feel like it's going to beat my love for the Patrick Ta. However, this is $27. This is $70. Natasha will not let you down, and I believe that the benefit of this palette would be that it would be a little more user-friendly. If you would prefer a shadow that built up, sometimes the really pigmented ones can be a struggle to blend. So I like this one a lot. Natasha's quality is top-notch. So let me know which look you prefer, the more everyday, easy, this is just a not even thinking eye look that just looks put together and beautiful in my opinion, look number one? Or do you like the smoky, I'm sultry, ready to party look that look number two gives? I like them both. I will let you know in a pinned comment if anything wonky happens to the shadows. I do not expect that to happen. I hope that this was helpful for you. Be sure to subscribe before you leave. It would mean a lot to me. My 4-year YouTube anniversary is coming up. I can't wait to film something special, maybe have a little giveaway. So please make sure you are subscribed. I would love that. I upload on Mondays and Saturdays. Give the video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And of course, leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought, or just leave me a heart to let me know you were here. I thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I'll see you in the next one.